Lula has been actually an architect of, is one of the founders of BRICS back in 2009 when it was still BRIC at the time. And Lula has constantly emphasized that he must defend the sovereignty of Brazil against U.S. meddling. This didn't start under Trump. When Lula was in power the first time and his successor Dilma was in power, they accused the U.S. of being behind political coups in 2016, the politically motivated impeachment of Dilma Rousseff. And then in 2018, we saw that Lula was leading in the polls and he was imprisoned on what was later acknowledged to be false charges of corruption. The Supreme Court of Brazil later cleared his record entirely, and the UN Human Rights Committee investigated and said that his civil rights had been violated, that it was a politically motivated case. This is why the Workers' Party in Brazil refers to this as a coup, what happened previously, which is what led Bolsonaro to come to power. And then Bolsonaro, he attempted a military coup. It wasn't very successful, but he attempted one. And we should keep in mind that it was inspired by what Trump supporters did on January 6th, 2021. Trump lost the presidential election. His supporters attempted a coup. They stormed the Capitol. And then Bolsonaro supporters did the exact same thing 2 years later on January 8th of 2023. And then Bolsonaro later admitted in court that he met with military leaders and asked for their support to prevent Lula, who won the elections, from taking power. So Trump, of course, erases all of that context. Right. And he claims this is a witch hunt. This is not a witch hunt. In every single country on earth, it's illegal to try to carry out a coup after you lose an election. And that's exactly what Bolsonaro did. And Trump is using tariffs as a political tool of interference on behalf of his political ally.